Hello, I just wanted to say Happy Veterans Day to all of my fellow veterans, past and present. All gave some and some gave all, and thank you to each and every one of you. I also wanted to say thank you and Happy Veterans Day to all of the family members, the spouses, the children, the grandparents, the grandchildren, the nieces and nephews. When we have somebody serving, it's a sacrifice for the whole family, and unless you have been in the military or a family member has, you don't know or understand what it's like to see a breaking news article come across the TV at night and spend the rest of your evening worried if that's going to affect yourself or your family member directly. So thank you to everybody and their families. I also wanted to say one thing to everybody as they wish veterans Happy Veterans Day today or throughout the year, and that is to remember when you are thanking a veteran to kind of leave the politics and opinions out of it. I know firsthand that when veterans join and they raise their hand and make a pledge to put service and country before self, that it has nothing to do with politics or anything like that. It's about doing things for your country and for your family and the next generation. And we hear the saying that when somebody joins, they are, writing out a blank check, that could be up to the amount of their life to this country, and that is beyond true. After you are sworn in, you literally sign your name and become a GI, government issued. And again, it has nothing to do with politics. And so try to remember that when you thank a veteran. Just remember the courage and the bravery, not the political environment surrounding that. And also, I like to remind people that, especially our older veterans, when they came back, a lot of times they weren't greeted with parades or honor. The political temperature overshadowed that. So again, I just wanted to remind people that. And also, in spirit of Native American History Month, I also wanted to say a special thank you to fellow Native veterans. And if people don't know that per capita, Native Americans have the highest service rate of any other ethnicity group. So that's something that I think is really neat, and I'm proud to be part of. And what is really special is honorable about our veterans of the past is many of them volunteered to serve and fight for our country and our freedoms before they even had citizenship or the right to vote. And they fought in the hopes that they would have that citizenship and that their children would be natural born citizens. So I want to thank all of the elder veterans that fought for those freedoms for us. And also in spirit of Native American History Month, something I learned recently that was really neat is we talk about how rare the Native American dialects are and unique. And something that was really neat I learned about was that during the World War I, that our military used our Native American languages to pass intel on. And so they would have, a native on each side of communications passing on intel that ended up being vital for our country's success. And to this day, well, not to this day, but they had actually, throughout the war, our opposing forces had never cracked our language codes. And so that is something that I thought was kind of special. And they ended up using Native Americans in the next war for that reason. I just thought that was kind of neat. I wanted to let people know, I think it would be cool on our page in the future to, on top of honoring elders, to do like a heroes past and present. And so if you could message me or comment below. Picture would be even cooler. A name of yourself, your family member, your grandparent that was a service member, so that we could get a list, and so that next year we can have a more personalized thank you to our veterans. And also, that said, it doesn't matter if your veteran is a shareholder in our region, our community. We are all family. So your spouse or your child, grandparent doesn't have to be a shareholder, but it would be nice to add them to that list that we can honor them. And before I go, I wanted to say a personal thank you to all of the veterans that served before me, that went through hell and back, and some didn't come back. They went through that so that when I served, I didn't have to go through that. So thank you very much. Happy Veterans Day.